Hey, what's going on, everyone? So, I haven't made a video in years, but a lot has changed in the game room, so I figured I would make a 2025 update video, and let's get right to it. So I'm going to start over here at the main TV. Start with well, we got a turntable, PSVR 2 over here. Got some albums. Here's the PS5 Pro. It's an analog Super NT, Super Nintendo basically. It's pretty awesome. It's a PS1. What's over here? There's a 4K Blu-ray player. We got some handhelds. PSP 1000, 2000. And a Vita. It's my steering wheel setup, which I basically only use for Gran Turismo 7. Down here we got the Atari 2600 Plus, which is pretty awesome. I really like that thing. We have a Panasonic 3DO FC10. Got a PS2, that's my original PS2 way back in the day. A little banged up, but it works. Over here we got my Sega CDX, best console of all time, with a 32X on it. Which, you know, gotta have your 32X. We've got a Sega Saturn, also my original Saturn from back in the day. Center of everything, the RetroTink 4K scaler makes everything hook to this TV and look great. In case you didn't notice, that is Doom 2, the Sega CD32X version running here. And if you don't know about that, it's awesome. Alright, what else we got? We got an Xbox 360. It's my original one, still works, no red rings there. We've got a PS3 Slim, original Xbox. That's the Analog Duo, which is a TurboGrafx 16 PC Engine thing. Also pretty awesome. This is my consoleized Neo Geo MVS. Metal Slug 3's in there right now. You see how big them cartridges are? That thing's awesome. Got some switchers. Got some controllers laying around. There's a Dreamcast. Needs to get hooked up. Alright, let's go over here. We've got a Wii not hooked up. Gotta take care of that too. I got some 4Ks and regular Blu-rays. Go down here, we've got my Sega Master System games. I forgot to show you the Master System, still needs to be hooked up. There's a GameCube's in box over here too. Alright, so these are all my original Master System games when I was a kid. Saved most of the boxes and the manuals, and you know, they're not in perfect shape, but pretty good. Glad I saved these. I love these games. Master System's awesome if you've never played it. So. Alright, so we got my PS3 games. Got quite a few of those. They continue over here. I got PS4, PSP. And there's some Dreamcast. Don't have a lot of Dreamcast games, but got some. Alright, here's my NES games. Now, unfortunately, all the ones I had as a kid, I got rid of eventually to fund other stuff, mostly the Genesis, but I rebought a bunch of my favorite games, and actually I have two complete in-box NES games here. Guardian Legend and Mega Man 2, because Mega Man 2 is probably the best game ever, but anyways. Let's go check this out. We got original Xbox down here. Got some GameCube. I didn't have a GameCube when it came out, but I have got a few games for it. Let's go over here. We have a Model 1 Genesis, another Model 1 Genesis. One of these is my original when I was a kid. Still works. Here we've got my 3DO collection. I've got Road Rash, which is great, and Mercenary, which I still have not played, but got a great deal on it. So there's that. There's my 32X collection, which I'm trying to get the whole thing, but don't know if that's going to happen because there's some very expensive ones that I do not have left, but you know, we're trying. Here's my Sega CD games. Some of these are from my childhood, some I bought more recently. Got some good stuff here. It's my Sega Genesis games, which I have a lot complete in box. Got some cartridges somewhere else, so I will show you in a little bit. There's some Saturn stuff. A lot of Japanese Saturn stuff. So I do have a Japanese Saturn. I could show you that. There's some cool stuff there. Let's move over this way. There's that Atari 2600 Plus stuff. There's a Game Boy Advance. I've got another Model 2 Genesis 32X, Sega CD Model 2. There's my backwards compatible PS3. Another PS2, N64. There's my 360 games. Not a ton of those, but got some good stuff. And some Neo Geo games. At one point I was buying a lot of these, but they're just way too expensive, so we've slowed down on that. Back here I have some Intellivision games. I do have an Intellivision. It's not something I'm going to play much, but there it is. Down here, there's one of, that's Neo Geo arcade stick, some PC stuff. Here's some more arcade sticks. Right here's the Mr. FPGA that plays tons of old 8, 16-bit stuff, arcade games. That's what's running on these two CRTs here. Got one horizontal, one vertical for, yeah, this is a vertical game, so it's yeah, hooked up to both, so whatever I'm playing, I'm good to go. Over here we have a Switchbox, Japanese PS2, Japanese Saturn. There's my NES. There's a lot of storage in here, got a lot of drawers. Over here's the PC setup. It's a nice OLED monitor, pretty awesome. PC down here. Got a 12900K and a 4090 in here, so we can play what we need to play. Here we got some guitar stuff. And here are my PS2 games. Been playing a lot of PS2 recently. It's a great console. There's so many games for this thing. I don't think anyone could ever play them all, but you know, we're trying to get all the best ones here. Go over here, there's my PS1 shelf. Got a lot of these big box games. I was trying to get them all at one point, but probably not doing that anymore, but I have a lot. And a ton of these were from back in my 20s, I guess, when that came out. Alright, so that is this room. And we'll head out into the other room. Out here, just set this up recently. I actually just got a Switch. This is the Switch OLED, which I don't know what I was doing all those years, but I have one now, and when the Switch 2 is coming out, which I will be picking up in 2 weeks. We have all the classic controllers. Have a PS2 here. Been playing a lot of Phantasy Star recently, so that's why that's there. Got the regular PS5, another arcade stick, some random games out here. There's the bar over there. You know, nothing goes with games like a bar, so gotta have that. And over here, we've got the, well, used to be a arcade one-up cab, which is heavily modified. Basically everything is modified. As you can see, it's running Dead or Alive 2. There is an actual Dreamcast inside of there with a GDMU in it, so that's what's going on there. So some more guitars over here. So yeah, that's the game room tour. You know, it's pretty much everything I would want. There's no more consoles I'm looking to get. Obviously, there's always more games to get, but it's looking pretty good. And, you know, that's the update for 2025. And maybe I'll make another video before 3 years goes by, but we'll see you then. Later.